Okay, so there are a lot of different chord voicings you can play, just like we talked about the major scale, based on either a note on the A string or a root note on the E string. So right now I'm just going to go over 5 different chords, and the root note is going to be on the A string. If you remember from the major scale, you have A, B, C, D. Here's E, so I'm going to go back 1 fret or half a step, and I'm on E flat. So the first thing I'm going to do is play an E flat major chord. And you can play that top string depending on if you can. This note here is not correct. This is the correct note. So you can just play those 4 notes. 6th fret on the A, and then 8th fret on the next 3 strings. And then it would be 6th fret on the high E if you can bend your finger like that. But this is fine. Okay? Now right here, this is our root. Okay, this is the octave. In order to make a major 7 chord, we need 1, 3, 5, and a 7. So 1 fret below, or a half a step below the root, is going to be our 7th tone in the scale, right? There it is. So I'm going to play 6, 8, 7, 8. The way I'm going to do that is make a little triangle here, okay, with these 3 fingers, and then I'll play the root up here. And again, I can play this note up here too. So this is a major chord, E major chord. And then if I lower the root, the octave, to include the 7, I get an E major 7. Okay, if I lower the, okay, here's E flat, right? We lowered the root to get the 7. If I go down another half step, now I have a flatted 7th, a lowered 7th. Okay, in this case, it's the key D, it's the note D flat. That's going to give me a dominant 7 chord, 1, 3, 5, flat 7. And okay, since I'm already playing the D major here, in order to change this to that, I simply pick up my 2nd finger. So the frets are 6, 8, 6, 8. Okay. E major, E flat major, sorry. E flat major 7, and E flat dominant 7. And all we've done is manipulate this E flat note. First we dropped it down to D, and then D flat. Okay? Those are your 3 chords with a major third, with a regular 3rd note. And let's go to the minor chords now. So first of all, if I want to make E flat minor, here's my 3rd right here. Okay, it's a G. So in order to make, if you remember, here's our E major chord, 6, 8, 8, 8. In order to make it a minor chord, I'm going to take this 3rd and drop it a half a step, or 1 fret. So I get 6, 8, 8, 7. I'm going to use finger 1, 3, 4, 2. Okay, E major, E flat major, E flat minor. All I did was move this note. Okay, and then just like our major 7, if we add the flatted 7th, so this is 1, flat 3, 5. And if you remember, that's my root, that's my major 7, 1 half step down, and then another, I get my flatted 7th. So now I need to change this note here to this note. So all I have to do is pick up my pinky. And now that is a minor 7. So here's E flat minor, here's E flat minor 7 because I've lowered this root note to a flatted 7th, D flat note. Okay, once again, you got E major, E flat major, sorry. I lower the 3rd here, I get E flat minor. I start with E flat major. I lower the root to the 7th note, I get E flat major 7. I lower the root to a flatted 7th, I get E flat dominant 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7. Now again, the great thing about this is once you learn those 5 shapes, as long as I can find a root on the A string, I can play all those chords. So let's say I go to the 3rd fret. Okay, now I'm in the key of C. C major chord, C minor chord, C major, C major 7, C dominant 7, C minor, pick up the pinky, C minor 7. 5 chords. Let's go up here to the G on the 10th fret. That's G major, G minor, G major, G major 7, G dominant 7, G minor, pick up the pinky, G minor 7. Okay, you have 12 notes available because once I get here, right, A, it's an octave, and I have 5 shapes. I just showed you 60 chords. Okay, next we'll do the ones that are available on the E string, but I think you should just practice that for now. Cool. So, sorry, before I turn it off, you should make up some progressions or find some progressions, okay, and practice moving between the chords. So for instance, here's an easy one. You can go E minor to D major to C major, back to D major. Try to focus your first finger on the root, and then the other ones will follow. Could also go E major 7 to D minor 7 to C minor 7.